Hey there, it's John Siskovich. I have egg-laying chickens back on the farm. But they're already full-grown chickens. Ooh, I got started pullets. Let's talk about it. So this year I'm doing something different. Every year in the past that I've had egg-laying hens, I've started from baby chicks in the winter, had them in the brooder, took care of them there, raised them up, and then had egg-laying hens for the rest of the year. Wanted to try something different. So this year I got started pullets. They are 16 weeks old. I have to remember what side the camera's on. They're 16 weeks old. They're about point a lay, and I got them from a local breeder here in Connecticut. And with the started pullets, I'm having quite the experience. I've never done it before. I've always raised them from chicks, so they're used to the environment every day from day one or day two, I guess, is on the same farm, and they're used to the scenery. Now these started pullets, the reason why I got them is I wanted to try, what if I cut out that initial chunk, paid a set price per bird when somebody can raise a flock of birds my size more efficiently. So having them, the cost and the liability of getting all the birds, to be adults on somebody else, get the started birds in, and then, see where it goes from there. So these are point a lay, started pullets. The craziest variable in all of this, something that I hadn't thought completely through before I put them in the coop, so this is me and part of my learning curve, you guys are learning by my being honest, is the change of environment. These are birds that were raised in a barn. It was a more sheltered space, many more birds. They weren't used to helicopters and airplanes going overhead, having other birds, vultures, crows, hawks, whatever, going overhead, and they weren't used to this environment of being in a mobile egg-laying coop. Now imagine going from a barn space where you're covered and with a larger group of your peers to going to essentially the jungle out on a farm is a big change for an animal. And that's something I could have factored in more with my preparations and stuff that as part of the learning curve, just to make sure that the transition is as comfortable as it can be for a bird changing environment. The more you do for your animal's health and welfare and well-being, the more productive they'll be. It benefits the farmer, it benefits the animal, but it makes sense to me. At least that's my opinion on it, So with that change of environment, they're not used to roosting as much, I guess, because when nighttime comes, and I've put them all in their roost now a couple nights, they've been up on the roost. When it comes to nighttime, there'll be 60 of them that walk out farther than they range during the day and find a little dirt patch, and 60 of them will sit there in a huddle, and I will have to walk all those birds from that huddle 40 feet back climb up the coop, put the bird back, walk down. So I've been putting these birds in at night, which is foolish. It's a terrible idea. Walking all these birds in is just a waste of energy. I don't want them to die because, there's owls and birds, nighttime critters. We have an electric net, but owls have been a problem in the past. So walking all these birds in, trying to train them in to have this big roost space that I built for you. Please use it. For the love of God, chickens. So this video introduced something that I'm working on this year, is having started pullets, what their change in environment is. I'm going to do updates as I go throughout the year just to let you know my experience. I'll do another video on why I chose the breed I did and pullets and all of that, but this video is getting long. So thanks for stopping in. I got eggs again. It's a very exciting thing, and until next time, I will see you out in the field. So with that, they're tearing apart that rope.